Hello, my dear children. Today, let us learn a 8th standard poem, Somebody's Mother, written by Mary Dow Bryan. In this poem, the poet praises the kindness shown by a boy towards a poor woman. The woman was old and ragged and grey, and bent with the chill of the winter's day. The street was wet with the recent snow, and the woman's feet were aged and slow. The summary of the poem is an old woman was walking along the road. She was bent because of the chill of the winter's day. The street was wet with the recent snowfall. She stood at the crossing and waited long, alone, uncared for, amid the throng of human beings who passed her by, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eye. The summary of the poem is she stopped at the crossing to cross the road. It was a crowded street. Nobody cared for her. No one helped her to cross the road. It was difficult for her to cross the road, so she was anxious for somebody's help. And the next stanza, down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came the boys like a flock of sheep, ailing the snow piled white and deep. This stanza says, after the school was over, a group of school boys came into the street like a flock of sheep. They were laughing, shouting, and were very happy. Past a woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way, nor offered a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid to stir. Here in this stanza, the old woman was so meek and timid, they say, and she was hesitating to cross the road. The boys passed the old woman hurriedly on their way home. They did not offer a helping hand to her to cross the road. Lest the carriage wheels or the horse's feet should crowd her down in the slippery street. At last came one of the merry troop, the gayest lady of all the group. This stanza says that the old lady was afraid to move on her own because of movement of the crowd, carriages and horses, and the slippery street. And a group of happy boys came there. He paused beside her and whispered low, I will help you across if you wish to go. A aged hand on his strong young arm she placed, and so, without hurt or harm. One of the boys paused beside her and asked her if she wanted any help to cross the road. He held her hand very gently and guided her to cross the road. He guided the trembling feet along, proud that his own were firm and strong. Then back again to his friends he went. his young heart happy and well content. He guided her across the road and returned to his friends. He was very happy and satisfied with his work. She's somebody's mother, boys, For all she's aged and poor and slow, and I hope some fellow will lend a hand to help my mother, you understand? If ever she's poor and grey when her own dear boy is far away. Here the boy told his friends about the old woman. He said that she could be somebody's mother. She was poor and old. He hoped that someone would help his mother whenever she was in need of help and her son was far away. And somebody's mother's bowed low her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said was, God, be kind to the noble boy, who is somebody's son and pride and joy. The old lady felt proud of that boy. She prayed to God to be kind to the noble boy who was somebody's son. Dear children, I like this poem because no one helped the old woman to cross the road. The boy helped her and he considered her as his mother. He advised his friends also to help the poor and old if they needed help. The kindness and noble qualities of both the boy and the old woman are appreciated. So, I like this poem. I hope you too like this poem very much. Thank you, children, for listening. Do revise the poem and understand it. Take care, dear children. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Goodbye.